I've been a professional astrologer since 2001, but I don't believe in sun sign astrology. I actually got into this business as a skeptic. I just felt that it was so generalized. I felt like, how can everybody who's a Sagittarius be, lighthearted and happy-go-lucky and Tigger inside Winnie the Pooh? It's not possible. So I didn't believe it, but I started to study it. And as I started to study it, I realized that it was really complex. So while I don't believe in sun sign astrology, because it's just not deep enough, it's like if you told me you were a Libra, I'd only get to understand this much about you. But if you were to read or erect your entire birth chart, now that's powerful. What is that? It takes exactly where you were born and when you were born and puts that as the center of the universe, not the sun. And then you line up all of the planets in whatever position they were in at the moment you were born. And then you take a snapshot of that. And then I read that. But what's interesting is that reveals over 40,000 different aspects of you. So that's what I believe in. When you study just Libra, you're only reading one aspect of yourself. But when you put together the chart, you're reading all of the planets. So, for example, the rising sign. The rising sign shows me how you walk into this world, how you present yourself. It's your presentation. It's your hello. The sun sign is your soul. The moon is your deepest emotional needs, and I also see it as your relationship to your mother. Mercury is the way you communicate, the way you express yourself, the way you talk, analyze, and process mentally. It goes on and on. Venus is your material prosperity. It's your self-esteem and self-worth, and it's also love. It's the sweet spot, so we always want to have a good Venus. Mars is your sexuality. It's your chi, and it's your life force energy. Jupiter is your highest self. Saturn, I personally see as your father. Many astrologers look to the sun to see your relationship with father, but Saturn works for me. It's also how you're disciplined. It's the rules and regulations in your chart, and it's your karmic lessons. So it's a very important planet. And then you have Neptune. Neptune is the planet of self-undoing. How are you going to sabotage yourself? What illusions do you have of yourself? It's a very elusive planet. I also see this as the dream planet, the faith planet. What is your faith? How does your faith operate in your life? And I also see it as the psychic planet. When somebody has a prominent Neptune, they're highly intuitive. Then you've got Uranus, and Uranus is where you're going to create a revolution in your life. Where are you going to have that lightning bolt, that electricity? And it's also groups and organizations and humanitarian causes. And it's hopes, dreams, wishes, and your friends. It's friends with Mercury. It's kind of Mercury exalted. Uranus is very brilliant. So the last planet is Pluto, and Pluto is your personal power and transformation. Where are you going to transform? How are you going to transform? Transform is huge. Transformation is huge. It's the metamorphosis. It's also the collective transformation of the world. When you combine all these and you look at all of the signs in which these planets are in, it makes a huge statement about you. And then when you look at the chart, you have to see how these planets talk to one another and what they do to one another. Are they in angry position with one another? Are they in gentle position with one another? Are they best friends? Do they cooperate? Are they in opposition of one another? Do they create tension, joy? Do they create ease, challenges? So you have that layer, and then you have to look at where they're at, in what houses, and there's 12 different houses. So when we look at that, there's over 40,000 different aspects that I can see about you, and it's very complicated and very complex, and that's the kind of astrology that I've come to believe in. It's very revealing and fascinating, to say the least. So come journey with me if you're interested. And if you feel skeptical or cynical about astrology, you're probably only experiencing sun sign astrology. So I hope you'll go check out all my videos on my Soul Navigation YouTube channel. And if you'd like, check in the notes section below my online scheduler, where you can schedule or book a reading, or you can order a love and compatibility report that is out of this world and just amazing. Also, if you just want to know where your planets are, you can order a natal chart. So from my family to yours, I wish you the very best, and I look forward to seeing you right here next week, where I load content every single Sunday at 9:30. Take good care.